What's up everybody, welcome back to another vlog. So you guys are gonna kill me. I didn't vlog yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, January the 23rd. It's been tough. Imagine if by the time you guys are watching this video, maybe things will go back to normal. But during this stretch of these past 3 weeks, I have been working on my AI/CRM system for 3 weeks straight. It has been like back to back. Crazy. Little tiny tweaks here and there to make it official and make it, noteworthy. The good thing about it, I'm gonna pull some stats here. So out of the entire time that I've been sending messages, the main goal here is to stay compliant, correct? So if you're not compliant, obviously you're just not gonna be able to send text messages. I've been officially sending text messages since January the 18th, which I don't even remember what day that is. It was last Wednesday. So my test batch that Wednesday, I sent out like 100 text messages. I threw 100 people into the system. It didn't go well. I had some stuff there that wasn't set up correctly, and I had a really high error rate. I sent 72 messages, 53 were delivered, and 34 failed. Bad, very, very bad. So I fixed the error. And then the next day, I sent 98 text messages and 95 were delivered. That is great. As far as spam messages, only 2 out of 129 messages were marked as spam. And it could be spam or it could just be, a disconnected number. The only bad thing with using this particular software, it does not let you get an inside knowledge of exactly where the errors are. I've been trying to figure it out. I'm still trying even right now. It's using Twilio. Long story. The backbone to all these systems is Go High Level, and Go High Level uses Lead Connector, which uses Twilio. Now you can use your own Twilio account, or you can use Lead Connector to streamline the process of being able to use their integrated phone system, so that way you're less likely marked as spam. If that makes any sense. Now, coming from Twilio, I'm obviously a high user of Twilio. I probably sent last year alone, 2022, about 1 million text messages, roughly. Crazy. I think the year before that I sent like 30,000, and the year before that I sent like 10. So I sent almost 1 million text messages in Twilio. It was really hard to stay compliant. A lot of issues going on. It was just a huge mess. Now, the way that I have it set up, very low error rate, but unfortunately the cost per text message has gone up significantly. Not too crazy, okay? I'm gonna give you guys some stats. So I loaded this thing up. I have sent, I'm gonna go back here real quick. So over the past, I sent 865 text messages. Between the text messages and the phone validation, I spent $15. Now, the phone validation is one time only. It does not charge you every time. So once you get somebody into the system, the phone number is validated. It's validated forever. So if it's a landline, it won't go through a text messaging campaign. It won't create any errors for you. So, that's great. This is gonna help out dramatically. Yes, I know cost is driven up. Before I could send a lot more text messages for a lot less. The goal here is to stay compliant and generate leads. Now, if you guys are trying to put some perspective on there, number one is that it doesn't matter what it costs as long as it produces, right? If you think about it, those 1,000, I'm gonna try to bring up my KPI tracker so you guys can see what the opt-out rate is. And I started tracking the opt-outs a few days ago. So in the past 7 days, well, this isn't even 7 days, this is like the past 2 days. So in the past 2 days, I've made 10 leads. My opt-out, I don't have my opt-out set up correctly, but I know that my opt-out rate is pretty low. I'm trying to show you guys that this works. I'm gonna be demoing it tonight. Obviously, by the time you guys see this, it'll probably be released. But I actually have an opt-out campaign built into this so that I can see the numbers on the opt-out. All right, so out of all those messages I sent, 102 unsubscribed. A 10% opt-out is still optimal, because well, it's a little bit over 10%, but it's still optimal, because if you go over 50% opt-out, that means no good. But the fact that they're seeing an opt-out, you know, and I'm being 100% compliant. I think that only like 10 text messages out of all those messages have been labeled as spam, getting the 3007 error. It's still good. You know, we're still chugging along with the compliancy, still trying to make it happen. I'm still pumping up my text messages. I'm adding more and more every day. I'm probably gonna add a few phone numbers, but I'm not gonna be as crazy as before where I had 85 phone numbers. Right now, I'm up to a total of 6, I think. 5 of them are my actual marketing lines, and then 1 is to track cold calling. No, I'm sorry. 1 is to track my online activity on my Facebook profiles and stuff like that for my company. Tracking all this stuff is tough, don't get me wrong. And getting numbers as far as how many deals I've produced so far, I've gotten a lot of not interested. I'm marketing an old driving for dollars list. That way if I mess up, you know, it's all right. But old leads usually play out well. And then working on all this, you know, it has been a tough journey, because being text messaging compliant is not easy at all. So far, it's been working out. I've got a lot of other automated stuff in there. So we have automated follow-ups, which I've had them before, but now they're a little bit more robust, I guess. They're better than before. Even my AI system that I built into this system is you know, better than before. And the best thing about this is I don't have to worry about marketing. Literally, as the minute you put somebody into this system, it's gonna market to them. It's gonna market to every phone number, and it's just gonna keep going until it finds the owner. And if the owner's not interested, it's just gonna go ahead and, you know, keep going. And it's gonna mark them as not interested. That is, I guess you could say, the benefit of all of this. It's just chugging along, doing its thing, and I am actually very satisfied with that. Now, as far as all the closings and stuff I got going on, so right now I don't know how many, so I'm gonna have to write it down. I know them off the top of my head. We have seen a lot of houses. So I still have that Rock Hill house. I have now a house in Gastonia. I have 2 lots in Salisbury. I have 1 lot in Spencer. And I have now a house in Shelby. I need to do a video on that too. Or I don't know if I did a video on that. Did I do? I think I did. Yeah, on Friday I did a video on that because I went out there to Shelby. I got that one in Shelby, and I know I got 1 more property somewhere. No, I sold my 2 other houses. Yeah, I think that's it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 properties under contract. I know that Rock Hill house, we're closing on it. Title work just came back. So we actually are gonna take that down and then just throw it on the MLS and see what we get. The Gastonia house, we have it under contract. I just pushed it out, but we are also gonna probably list that on the MLS. So I got no buyers for it. The 2 lots in Salisbury are under contract, and they will be closing, I believe, next Friday. So we got a Friday closing, I'm hoping. The 1 lot is Spencer. We're gonna list that on the MLS too. I'm actually just gonna scribble on MLS. The 2 lots in Gastonia, closing, well, 1 of them has some title issues with heirs. The other one's closing in, I think 2 weeks. So we'll put closing 2 weeks. The Shelby house, I'm probably gonna list that on the MLS, but I have somebody that we're gonna reach out to as far as actually selling that. So if you wanna get a visual, look at that, that's scribble scrabble right there. So not bad. I'm actually pretty happy with how the year is coming out. All of these properties, I don't know if they were picked up with text messaging when they first came into our system, but these are mostly follow-ups. The Shelby house is a follow-up from like 2 years ago, or no, like a year ago. Shelby house is a follow-up from a year ago. The 2 Gastonia lots, one is a follow-up from a year ago. I actually bought another lot that family owns, and the other one was from cold calling. So, and I know that one's a new lead. So 1 cold calling, 1 follow-up. The Shelby is a follow-up. The 1 lot in Spencer is cold calling because my guy got it recently. The 2 lots in Salisbury, that one also was, both of them were from cold calling. It's the same guy. The Gastonia house is a follow-up, and it's a follow-up from cold calling, I believe. Forgot who got it. And then the Rock Hill house is definitely a follow-up. So out of all of those that are closing, there is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individual properties, or it's more than that. But let's just say out of all of that, 1, 2, 3, 4 were follow-ups, and 1, 2, 3 were from cold calling. And I know I have 8 properties on the contract technically, but one of them is from the same person. So if you look at the stats here, if I can get it in the camera correctly. So you got 4 from follow-ups and 3 from cold calling. So you can see what's important here, follow-ups. Your follow-up database is the most important thing, and it's gonna continue to make you money. But yeah, this is good data. I know I have not had exciting days, and trying to balance the vlogging and trying to push out these systems and get all this stuff done, it really is tough. If you guys saw my office, like right now, you can see my office is a freaking mess. All right, I got crackers, paper plate, I got an empty glass, I got credit cards, glasses, keys, GoPro replacement lens over here, it's off in the distance. I got Tylenol, I just got trash on my desk. Usually when my office gets this wild, this is when a lot of magic is happening. And then I still got my whiteboard, it's over here into the distance. Not very far of a distance, but that thing is full of junk everywhere. It looks like I'm trying to send a man into space. But what I'm trying to do is trying to put my bank account on the moon. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna cut this short here. It is approximately 3:57. I wanna finish up my data processing. I got some new stuff that I wanna put out. I got some new driving for dollar stuff that I wanna put out also. And it's a lot of stuff, man, stacking up. But we're trying to get this year rolling, and I'm trying to get this text messaging rolling. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys enjoy this, got some value out of it. If you did, shoot me down some love down below. If you watched the whole thing, also shoot it down below. I always love when you guys watch my stuff, so just appreciate it a lot. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys on another vlog.